Master Tay,
Yes, Student Kane.
what is the best way to deal with force?
As we prize peace and quiet above victory, there is a simple and preferred method.
What is that, sir?
Run away.
Perceive the way of nature, and no force of man can harm you. Do not meet a wave head on. Avoid it. You do not have to stop force. It is easier to redirect it. Learn more ways to preserve rather than destroy. Avoid rather than check. Check rather than hurt. Hurt rather than maim. Maim rather than kill. For all life is precious, nor can any be replaced.
Hi, welcome to this video today, which is all about taking losses and keeping them small. We know it is obviously the key to Forex trading success, but I just want to look at the art of taking losses in a little bit more detail today. And I want to use the example of a Vietnam veteran, which actually perfectly illustrates the point of what it takes to take losses quickly and succeed at Forex trading. Now, I've kicked off the video with a short clip there from the old TV series Kung Fu, which makes a very clear point. The guys are obviously disappointed with what the master says there, but the best thing to do is, in terms of confrontation, most of the times, is to avoid it or run away. And basically, in the Forex market, it's very true. You cannot take on the Forex markets all the time and win. You actually have to admit your mistakes quickly and take your losses. Okay, so yeah, the art of loss taking is something that all traders need to do, but very few traders can do it. But what I want to do in this video is illustrate the point with a Vietnam veteran. And the story comes from the book New Market Wizards, with Vic Spirandio being interviewed by Jack Schwager. Jack Schwager interviewing all the great traders. And Spirandio is one of the top traders in the world. He's consulted for George Soros. He's got like a really good track record, which is almost unrivaled amongst money managers. And he was telling the story of people he was training to be traders and make money for the company. And he took on a couple of guys. One of them was a guy with an IQ of 188, a really, really smart guy. Another guy was a Vietnam veteran, and Spirandio said, he could hardly recite the alphabet. But it was the Vietnam veteran who actually made money for Spirandio. The guy with the high IQ failed to make any money whatsoever. And Spirandio put it down to the fact that this guy had served in Vietnam. And while he was out there, he'd had a hand grenade explode by him, and basically had shrapnel in his spleen. He was nearly killed. And Spirandio said he was frightened of everything, so he never had a problem of taking a loss. He could just take those losses quickly. And it's a damage limitation exercise, isn't it? So he was able psychologically to just take those losses and then come back and try again. But he would never let his losses get out of control. The guy with the high IQ, on the other hand, had been used to being told he was right all his life. Everything he'd done, he'd succeeded at. So when he got into the Forex markets, of course, he basically had his ego in his trading. He couldn't take his losses. He ran them up. They became too large. And he basically lost money. And I've always said there is no link between intelligence and successful Forex trading. It's a total myth. And I think that story illustrates it perfectly. The key, as Vic Spirandio says, is emotional discipline. Okay? You actually have to have the discipline to take your losses and not fight the market. It's one of those things where traders, they're told not to do it, but they continue to fight the market. They continue to want to be right, and they will always let those losses run and hope they turn around. I think that the story of the Vietnam veteran perfectly illustrates, why anyone can win at Forex trading, yet so few traders do. You know, in my sort of years of trading, I've always found that highly smart guys don't do so well at trading. They have that tendency to want to be right. They want to hang on to their losses. And, you know, one of the things that you have to deal with in Forex trading is the unexpected. And going back to, you know, sort of Tao philosophy, you know, it's in the philosophy, it's that always expect the unexpected. And that's very true of Forex markets. They will always do something unexpected. Now, if they're doing what you want them to do, there's nothing for you to do. But you've got to deal with them when they move in a way that isn't expected. And if they move against you, you've got to say, right, I'm wrong, I'm going to take my loss, and then I'll come back later on. And I think, you know, Forex markets, you know, when you look at intelligence really in an odds-based market is really no help, because you have to deal with uncertainty, and it's how you deal with that uncertainty which will see you win or lose. So, you know, the whole point of this video is, you know, intelligence has got nothing to do with Forex trading, okay? What is the real key to success is that emotional discipline. And the Vietnam veteran had it. Now, anyone else can actually adopt that mindset as well. You know, you don't want to be fighting the Forex market. It's a loser's game. You just got to basically, when you get those losses, just keep them small. The market will always reward you with, you know, big trends. But just, you know, as long as you keep those losses small, you'll keep your equity intact and then still be around to basically catch those big trends. So if you've ever thought you can't succeed at, you know, trading, just think about that Vietnam veteran. He wasn't very bright, but he made a lot of money. Okay, thank you very much for watching me as per usual. Take care. Have a good day.